Dr. Watts. Hi, everybody. Bear with me. Sorry, boomerang. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Brown Alliance. We are live, by the way. 51 already. 51. Wow. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Brown Alliance. What's today's date? It is a Wednesday, June, or it is June the 10th in the year of our Lord, 2026. I am Brune, and I trust you're all doing pretty good. Apologies for the tardiness of our arrival. Let's get the guests on. Okay, so first up is the paid up member of the Selfridges, or is it Miss Selfridges? I'm dribbling. Appreciation Society, drooling. It is the mega geek himself, Ian David Diaz.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Do you still love Spielberg?
I do actually, but I'm very disappointed with his latest film.
Oh, Ian, I'm disappointed for you, mate. But anyway,
I know.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm all right. Just rearing to go. Whatever we're talking about, I don't know what we're talking. Oh, well, I know what we're talking about.
Dr. Watt.
I just read the title.
Yeah, Dr. Watt. There's and what's left over from Sunday as well.
Yeah.
Until we decide what we're going to do, like a movie or something, or the next thing comes along, we'll just play it by ear. So, Ian, great to have you on, mate.
It's good to be on. Let's get the other guy out.
Okay.
Or is it a girl? Who knows?
We don't know their gender, do we?
No, we don't.
Today, anyway. But anyway.
Well,
okay.
It's either a male or a female or a idiot.
Or something. Anyway, okay. Yeah. So here he is, folks. He's been on it with his merch, Star Wars merch, the last few days. It is the Jester from Leicester, the Star Wars novelist. Don't you know? It is Emperor Kiplaw.
Yes. Hello. Good evening. How are we all?
Hello. How are you? Yes. How are you?
Oh, good. Fresh out of the shower. Just been for a run, so might be a bit
nice.
Never mind.
Nice. Nippy, a little bit nippy outside, isn't it?
It's all right. Yeah, it's not too bad. But when it is nippy when you're running, then it's not comfortable.
Do you ever suffer from jogger's nipple? That's very bad, isn't it?
It's fucking awful. Yes, it is.
It's not good, is it?
You need 2 t-shirts.
One for each nipple.
If you like, Brown. Why not? I thought you'd know about that. I've been an avid athlete yourself. I thought you'd have.
I'm on a rest cycle at the moment. I'm detraining is the technical term, by the way.
Kiplaw. Fat ass. Is that what that means?
Yes. Great to have you on.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Anyway, we'll ask you what you're eating in a minute. Swappers, great to have you on, mate.
Thank you very much, Ian. You need to get your Masters of the Universe avatar
on. Yeah, I should actually.
Anyway, okay. You should do. Anyway, okay. Here is, folks, the cigar drinking, smoking, cigar coffee inhaling. It's the Phobos.
I'm the I'll be the token Yank tonight because we have a lot of British stuff to talk about.
Yes, heavy British panel.
Yes.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, and I hope everybody over in the UK is doing well because we don't want anyone to go. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff not to talk about as well because we don't want anyone going to jail.
Yes. Belfast is on fire. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, it's great to have you on, mate.
Great to be on. I think we have some others, don't we?
Wrenched, shouting, get some wham. Sorry, mate, not today. Sorry.
Hey, how dare him assume my gender?
I'll identify as a woman if you want, if that makes you happy. Anyway, it's Mrs. Brown. Or is it Ms. Brown? Anyway, it's great to have you, mate.
Good to be here. Thanks.
Okay, here he is, folks. Get ready for your ears to be entertained. Not Ian, by the way.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I wake up in the middle of the night. Filoni says, how do I make Star Wars shite? Oh, Kathy, you're an old haggard cunt. Filoni just wants to have fun. Oh, Filoni just wants to have fun. That's all he really wants. Some fun with the Mandalorian. Oh, Filoni pulling lines from his bum. Oh, Filoni just wants to have fun.
Come.
There we go. Pull that one on my bum in 2
Hey,
minutes.
Rune,
How
you
you doing,
right?
man, babies? Good evening.
Yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm good. Yes, I'm all right, mate. There's a lot of chaos going on, but we're here to entertain the masses. Oh, by the way, Brown, advance notice.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday is England's World Cup opener. So why don't we do an alternative to watching the bore fest that is watching England?
Do we know what time kickoff is, though?
9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
Oh, shit.
Yes, I know.
Oh.
GMT. I think we run
GMT or BST?
Oh,
you joke. Okay.
Let's run against it.
Oh, stream against it?
Yes. It's going to be an absolute ball fest, and people will flood in looking for alternative entertainment.
Well, who are they? Who is it again? Sorry,
I hate football.
Croatia, isn't it?
I hate football. I do.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're hosting 8 games this year.
What?
Yeah, Atlanta will be hosting 8 World Cup matches.
Any of notes, Ista?
Well, I think we have the stage games, round 32, round 16. It depends on who wins, I guess. Spain versus Cabo.
Here we go. Producer in the background. Miss Brammer. Get Jill on. It's been a while. Okay, I'll reach out to Jill for the weekend. Yes. Yeah, you're correct. It has been a while.
Football sucks.
Yeah. It looks like Saudi versus Spain and Czech versus South Africa are the largest ones. Yeah, I might go check out one.
Anyway, Ian, you're right there. Just talking over everybody. You're right there.
No, just saying football sucks and I don't care.
What's
your
worse,
arms are not even in the air?
Football or Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Both. Both.
Yeah. Ruin, for the time being, there is another.
What? Oh, I know what you've done. You've saved someone else with an even better song until the end. Well, we're looking forward to this one. Come on, folks.
This is going to be amazing. Look who's here, everybody.
All right. Why am I here?
What? What are you doing? Oh, he's gone. He's fucked off. Oh, wait a minute. I think he's had a Mr. Brown moment. Oh, hold on. This is going really well. Bear with me. Boomerang.
I had a change of heart. I decided to come back.
Hey. All right.
Hello.
All right.
Good to see you. Everyone all right? All right?
Yeah. All right. You all right?
Yeah, very well. Thank you very much.
Been a while.
It has. You never invite me.
You never answer. You got an open invite, mate. Anytime you want to join, just holler. You know,
holler.
Yes.
What do you think I am? Some sort of scat woman from the Bronx or something? I don't know. Holler.
Probably sounds more. Probably
holler.
More.
He's a holler.
Hollaback girl.
Hollaback probby.
Yeah, it sounds more Los Angeles, to be fair, by the way.
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm deliriously happy with everything that's going on right now. So, well, apart from the politics, obviously that's insane. But with the Doctor Who things, I'm quite validated. I think is the word. Yeah. So quite happy.
If I may.
You may.
Thank you. Anti-derivative Jill wrenched all the spot. Hi Jill. If I get to be here on Sunday, I'll be online all day. but I make Jill, are you coming on Sunday? Anyway, shall we get on with it then?
Go on then.
Why not?
Okay, so are we just going to tackle the new stuff, or do you want to just free riff for a bit?
Well, what are you meant to talking about? Doctor Who?
Dr. Watt.
Doctor.
Yeah, but some of us are not into Dr. Watt. Like,
well, we need to talk about it because this is prime news, isn't it?
It'll be the last time I hope that we talk about Dr. Watt for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let Probby take the stage on this one. Come on, Probby.
Okay.
What?
Episode.
Like, you didn't put me on the spot. I don't turn up for 5 years and then you suddenly want everything from it. It's a take.
Well, do you know what, Probby? You're the most passionate one about Doctor Who on this panel.
Dr. Watt.
So it's just right. Idiot. It's right to actually ask you to take the baton, mate. Take it.
Yeah, that's why I got invited.
All right. I see. I'm just a one-trick pony.
Durky McDurky face. How's that testicle, my friend? Numbers wrench. No one's into Dr. Watt at all at the moment. That's the issue.
Doctor Who cares?
So what do you want to do?
Well,
then?
I could say that the BBC has officially put out a statement about Doctor Who saying that they cancelled the Christmas special, and Russell T. Twatty and Bad Wolf are officially separating themselves from the Doctor Who franchise.
Dr. Watt.
And the BBC is saying that they're trying to find another partner to partner up with to make Doctor Who come back again. But I believe the reason why they're saying stuff like that is because they have the power to bring it back, but they don't want to bring it back because they know how big a failure it is. And what they don't want to do is be embarrassed by how big a failure it is. So what they want to do is let it rest and hoping that everybody's going to forget how big a failure it is and then bring it back even worse.
Well,
if I may, I know somebody.
No, you may not.
Oh, okay. I know that somebody will never forget. It's the Price of Reason.
Price.
Hey, what's up, man?
You're going to sing us a song, Price?
Which one?
Any.
I need a request. I mean, I don't know.
Give us a little bit of "It'll Be Lonely This Christmas." I think that would suit your.
I don't think I know that one well.
You don't know it? It's an Elvis classic.
Oh, sorry.
I know. It'll be lonely this Christmas.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Yeah.
Elvis has left the building.
Thank God. How are you, Price?
I'm good. How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. Great to have you on, mate. We're talking Dr. Watt.
So just to answer your question, the thing is that even when Disney jumped ship, which was a terrible sign for them because apparently even Disney with all their garbage didn't want to be involved in this anymore, it really says something. So once Disney jumped ship, that whole Christmas special, the whole announcement was just something to save face. They had no plan. They didn't know what they were doing. They basically, it was a crushing defeat for them, but instead of admitting it, they wanted to try to change the conversation. So they said, okay, everything is business as usual. We're doing this Christmas special, and it's like far away the Christmas special when they announced it. And they're like, and Russell T. Davies is going to do it, and everything is great, and everything business as usual. At the end, they couldn't even put it together. This is so embarrassing. It's such a cheap maneuver. And I don't feel bad for any of these people. They're all a bunch of losers.
Yep,
absolutely.
I'll give you a bit of background if you like.
Okay. Shall we get to the slides? Because I've got a presentation.
I'll give you slides. I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking. Evening chat, by the way. Good evening.
All right, I'll give you a bit of background. Okay. Right. So back in January 2025, I broke on the 6th of January. Then that RTD and Disney were out. Okay, I broke that fucking story. I don't care what anyone says.
You did.
I broke it. I had a really good source, and I don't usually get source information. That's usually down to other people. But I happened to circumstantially stumble upon someone who had some absolutely gold information, and I broke that. And so when they tell you that, oh, Russell T Davies has decided to leave today, is nonsense. He left 2 years ago, and this is only coming out now. So all of this nonsense. Disney were out the minute they sat down and watched The Church on Ruby Road. That is when they said, hell to the F no. What the hell is this? This is not what we paid for. And that's when their agreement with RTD and Bad Wolf came to a crashing end. So that was as early as 2 years ago, around this time. So all of this time they've been sat on this. All this nonsense about the Christmas special, that was never going to happen. RTD had already left. Disney had already gone. There was no money. Yes, they've been looking for a partner all this time, but no one wants to touch it because it's toxic. They can't find actors because actors know it's a poison chalice. Billie Piper can't pick up from where she left off because she's busy doing Wednesday and other things. As I said, RTD is out. There's no showrunner. Bad Wolf had a contract, I think, until 2035 or something like that. That's been cut short.
Wow.
Bad Wolf, who, by the way, is funded by the taxpayer, doesn't pay any tax. They filed, I think, 2 or 3 tax returns on their HMRC account. I mean, do you know how many companies, if you ran them, you pay no tax, or three tax payments in 20 years? Does anyone know if you could get away with doing anything like that? I don't think so. So yeah, the BBC is in an absolute mess. They had Tim Davie, who was the head of the BBC, the granddaddy. He was ousted, obviously due to some other BBC nonsense.
Lots of nonsense.
Yeah. RTD would know a lot about that. Apparently, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And 15-year-old puppy. And then he was replaced by a guy from Google, of all things, who has come in, and all of a sudden it's all changed. Now, I think what's happening is the BBC wants to go down the Google road, right? So ties with Google. So if it does become a streaming service or anything like that, you'll have to pay a TV license, which is against all competition, regulations when it comes to other companies. It's all tied in, I think, and I think Doctor Who is just one of those things that they're going to tidy away for later. They're talking about rebooting it from scratch. They're talking about all sorts of nonsense, but it's all talk, because if you think about it, Hollywood talks to each other, right? So you've got Disney, who had a massive flop with Doctor Who. They are clearly embarrassed about it. They haven't even shown the land between the war and the war between the land and the sea, whatever the hell it is, the fish thing. That's been not even aired on Disney Plus. So it really does show you that Disney are not interested in any of this, and anyone watching from Hollywood, like anyone from all these other companies like Amazon or AMC or whatever it is, are looking at that going, do we really want to touch Disney's secondhand goods? I don't think so.
There's also something else, and I think a lot of people have mentioned this in the past. I'm not sure how excited Disney were ever about Doctor Who. They mainly wanted the Bluey deal, and I think that they were pressured in order to take the Bluey deal. They basically piggybacked on that deal and forced Disney's hand to also be involved with Doctor Who. Now, let's say initially they thought maybe it's a decent franchise, but the second the thing wasn't doing any numbers for them, they couldn't care less about it. And
I think that's a bit of a myth, the Bluey thing. To be honest,
what's Bluey?
Well, how was Bluey connected to the BBC? That's an Australian show.
But they had the rights to it, and the only way Disney could put it on their platform is through some kind of agreement with the BBC, which everybody says that the time lines up, that basically around the time of the Bluey deal, suddenly they announced that there was this Doctor Who partnership, and it may very well be that the BBC kind of coaxed them. You know, it could be pressure. It could be just they sold them on the idea, but somehow all of it happened at the same time. And it was a we'll scratch your back, you scratch our back, in my opinion, situation.
Well, the trouble is with Doctor Who is once you've had a taste of that American money, they're addicted to it. They're addicted to the exposure. They're addicted to the money. They're addicted to the prestige of that. You know, when Doctor Who, the movie, came back, you know, the BBC are excited because they thought Spielberg was attached to it. But that ended up not to be true. But they had to go ahead with it because they had to save face. It's the same sort of thing here. They now see, oh, look, Disney were attached to it. It's now a global brand and everyone wants it. And it's not true. It's just BBC are addicted to that money and they're not going to get it again. And they keep talking about like they're going to tender it out. It's not tendering it out. It's tendered to pasture right now. They scorched the earth with it.
Can I ask this question? That problem being, misspelled, maybe you. Do you know why Millie Gibson left after S1 of Shooty? Is there any dirt? Please tell us.
All I can say is what I heard, and I think there is some truth to it, that because she was on set first, because Ncuti Gatwa wasn't, he was doing his sex education show, whatever, first, and so Millie Gibson was doing scenes first when he before he arrived. So she was sort of already settled, and he became the new kid on the block, and he was always late or tardy, and was very casual and wasn't taking it very seriously, and she was. And I think that there was a bit of friction between her and Gatwa, and she complained about his behavior. And Russell T Davies, who was smashing him at the time, I'd say, allegedly, was taking his side, and so she had to leave.
Oh shit!
From what
I never heard that, but I have to say that I like what you said better than anything I've ever heard.
Well,
that's what I've heard along the line.
Because it's funny because the rumors that I've heard through my contact, which it may be a lie or whatever, it says that Ncuti came into Doctor Who really serious about. Oh, here we go. Ncuti came into Doctor Who being. Oh, shut up, Ian. Really serious about being the Doctor. Really serious about being a Doctor. He even had ideas for the costume and everything. And once, boy hat. Yeah, and all that. well, he had ideas, right, and pictures and all that. But then once he started speaking to Russell T vetoed all his ideas, and he felt halfway through the production that he's being used to sexualize Doctor Who. Now, I don't know if this is true. My friend says that Ncuti was very upset, but he did toe the line with the touch grass and all that stuff like that. He did toe it big time, but he was still upset that he wasn't doing Doctor Who. He was doing something. He was doing something that would make Russell happy because he's gay, kind of thing.
Well, doesn't it show you? Doesn't it show you though? No, because Gatwa did actually, to his credit, in an interview say that pretty much that he was, had all these ideas to play it straight, to play it like the Doctor, to have this kind of Edwardian costume. All this, absolutely true. But it really speaks to me that Russell T Davies decided to fetishize his little token.
Ooh, nice.
And I think it was very, very ill-considered. I think doing that, I mean, we already had a failure with the first female Doctor. Then he made a failure out of Gatwa. And not only that, I don't know when their relationship decided to falter, quite early on from what I'm led to believe. So I think maybe it was taking pot shots at his lead man by making him do the worst things. I think RTD just didn't care. I think he knew it was on its way out. I mean, Russell T Davies only came back into the show because the show was already cancelled during Jodie Whittaker's run. It's a miracle they even got the final Flux season because it was pretty much chaos. And then it was going to get cancelled. And it was cancelled. It was stopped production. And then Russell T Davies was like, not happening. I'm going to use my last shout to put all the messaging in. It's remarkable to me because only a few weeks before all that, he was criticizing woke writing and the standards of writing today. And he was absolutely right. But then he went and did that anyway. It was just quite remarkable how this man could just pivot on a dime. And his statement today, I mean, I don't know if anyone's read it. You might have.
Yeah, we're going to do it in a minute. Don't worry.
Just wait till that. I nearly flipped my lip. That man has very little in the way of making me shocked, quite honestly, because I've seen it all before from this dude. But honestly, that statement was so disgustingly distasteful to me. And the fact that he had trolled so much of the fandom so much over the last 2 years is despicable. And the fact is, like, Doctor Who died in 2020 with The Timeless Children. He dug up the corpse and violated it to death again. And that's where we're at. Can it come back for this? It's interesting. He deliberately put Billie Piper as the last face you see because she was the first face you saw in 2005.
Oh, okay.
And I think he just wanted to kind of bookend it as a middle finger. But now we're stuck with that image for however knows how long. We don't know, possibly. Which to me means that the brand moving forward is going to be taken over by what's left of the fandom legitimizing her as the Doctor for the next however many years, which could really impact the longevity of the show coming back. You know, I really worry about that. So right now, today is the day that anyone who gives a shit about this show really has to fight for it now, because the future is in the balance right now, if there is one at all, which at this moment I have serious doubts.
Yeah, and Mr. Brown, Disney Plus wouldn't even exist without Bluey. It's a single kid show that represents 35% of their total streaming viewership. So
it's a children's show.
Yeah, but without it, Disney Plus could not survive.
And that's why they could twist their arm to invest in Doctor Who. I think that there is a correlation between them at the same time agreeing with Bluey and with Doctor Who, because the BBC were desperate to save what was considered a flagship show, and this would have been the lifeline that they needed. It's just that Disney felt no obligation once this thing wasn't doing well. I also want to say that, and this is just something that my friend John the White, the late John the White, who passed away, told me at the time about Millie when we had conversations about it. He had something interesting that he said, and I don't know based on what he said it, but I do remember it, that he thought that maybe that Disney, one of their comments when they saw the Doctor Who episodes that were made and they were reviewing them, it's possible that they even didn't like her accent. Between you and me, I think she wasn't diverse enough for them, but maybe they didn't like her accent. That he said that her accent was a little heavier in the way she spoke, and they wanted something else. It's also interesting that later that I can't remember her name, that same actress. It's mean that I can't remember her name, but I don't remember the actress. What's the lady?
Jodie Whittaker.
No, the one that replaced Millie Gibson.
Barada
Suthu, or whatever her name is. She was also on Andor, so maybe she was in the Disney stable. Suddenly she appears in the thing. I don't know. I have no idea if this is true. That's some conversations I had with John the White back in the day.
I think you might be onto something, because even though they secured Bluey long-term in 2019, they tried to put a Bluey attraction in the parks, and it actually got shut down. BBC is in control of all the international rights. And suddenly, in 2022, after they signed Doctor Who, they get the rights to have a Bluey attraction in the park. So I think you might be onto something there.
They wanted to expand.
They wanted to expand their Bluey rights. And what's her name? B.A. Baracus, the companion chick? What's her name?
Barada Suthu or something. I was going to say Nithya Raman. I almost called her Nithya Raman.
Well, the one thing you can be certain is the real reason is never the one that they tell us. So that actually adds up, Price. I think you might be onto something.
30 minutes, shall we get some slides up?
Oh,
there's going to be more Dr. Watt, don't worry.
We ruined your slides, Brown.
Please like, share, subscribe, everybody. Indeed. Big thank you to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a picture of the mountains of Croydon?
North Belfast.
Croydon, famous for its mountain ranges.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's Montana. Hannah, Montana.
Hannah.
Downtown Slough.
Hannah, Montana. Okay, we missed this on Sunday. So I've done a special screen grab. At Murgulf Barryman Arranged €2. This is for everybody. Fave Bob Dylan song. Ruin?
Oh, not the biggest of Dylan fans. I'm not going to go with the obvious, like a Rolling Stone or Times They Are a Changing. What will we say? Mr. Tambourine Man. I go that one.
No, not that anybody asked me, but I would say that it's One More Cup of Coffee for the Road.
I've got this one in my pocket. Tangled Up in Blue, closely followed by Simple Twist of Fate and All Along the Watchtower.
Okay. All Along the Watchtower, when you think of the Hendrix version, I'll give that to you as the Phobos. But if we're thinking that Bob Dylan is actually performing it, One More Cup of Coffee for the Road.
Yeah, absolutely. But the song wouldn't exist if he didn't write it. So I'm definitely
fair enough. So I interpreted it one way. It depends on how you interpret the question. Bruce,
but Tangled Up in Blue.
You can tell them your favorite Springsteen songs since you love them so much.
Do we know how many cups of coffee he had before his One for the Road?
What'd you say?
That was a shit joke. Forget it.
Yeah, I don't measure my coffee in cups. I measure it in pots. So.
Okay. Anybody else then? Probably Dylan, Bob, Robert, Dill.
Can't say I'm a fan of Bob Dylan, quite honestly. Sorry.
Pass me by.
I know he's a fellow Jew, but whatever.
Swappers, Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, put it that way.
Yeah. Swappers, Bob Dylan. No. Yes. No.
I've never been a fan either, to be honest with you. I would say All Along the Watchtower is the only one that I've really ever liked from him. But there's also the fact that I'm not a fan because he said in an interview once on American TV that he got all his inspiration and all his songwriting ability from Satan. So I thought,
I like Lay Lady Lay. But I think I like other versions by Cream and Ministry.
Lay Lady Lay is Northern pub singer's favourite, isn't it?
Well, you Brits could always do your favorite Donovan song since most people can't tell the difference.
I like the one he did with Kylie. That was a good duet, wasn't it?
Dominica Nika.
Okay. Fave Springsteen song.
I fucking hate him. But if I had to choose, I liked Streets of Philadelphia.
Oh.
Blinded by the Light. It's really the only song of his I really love.
Which one?
And again, a better version of that was done by somebody else. So.
What? Blinded by the Light is a Springsteen song?
Yeah, it's off Greetings from Ashbury Park, and it's epic. It's hilarious. Is that the one
where he's rapped like a douche in the middle of the night, or is that a different one?
Yes, it's about cars and masturbation is the theme of the song.
Oh, I like that.
That one, but the thing is that I always thought that the singer says, wrapped up like a douche in the middle of the night, which is a strange thing, but I thought he was trying to say that he was like, all the ladies liked him. But somebody told me later that he doesn't say "wrapped up like a douche" in the middle.
No, it's a Deuce 22 coupe. The song is about racing, and
so what does he say?
He's saying what? Cranked up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
Okay. Anybody else then? Okay. Anybody else?
Trust
Through?
Best Springsteen song, Summer of '69. It's a good one.
Yes, it is.
That's a Bryan Adams song.
Yeah, the cover version I'm talking about.
Manfred says revved up like a deuce, but Springsteen's version, it's cut loose like a deuce.
It's wrapped up like a douche in the middle of the night. Listen to the song.
Yeah, but I don't think women really like douches, so the logic there doesn't.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. they seem to like you.
I feel like there's two people having a conversation here, and the rest of us are just totally left out.
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Can I call the elephant in the room? I don't know what a douche is. All these years, I genuinely don't know what a douche is. I know it's a derogatory
insult.
It's
douching, isn't it? Douching.
What the fuck's a douche?
Water you shove up your bum or your vagina.
It's a feminine hygiene product like a bidet, but it's usually for the front of the woman's jubblies.
And what's a douche bag?
It's a bag.
That's what holds the vinegar and water. You squeeze it and it comes out of the nozzle and sprays and washes everything.
You know a lot about this.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I've lived with a lot of women. What can I say?
You don't get that nerdrotic. Okay. Shall we?
What are they like?
Okay.
I'm running demonstrate.
Okay. Shall we? We'll do some more supers in a moment. Okay, we'll blast through this thing. It's practically the reported cancellation of the Doctor Who Christmas special has sparked major uncertainty around the series. Reports also claim that Russell T Davies and production company Bad Wolf are stepping away from the show, though the BBC has not officially confirmed those departures.
They have. Well, the Bad Wolf themselves had, anyway. Yeah.
Recent reports suggest that the previously announced special may have been shelved amid ongoing changes behind the scenes. So that's not current then, isn't it?
Well, they've known that for 2 years and they've been sat on that for that long. So they just didn't want to... It's about saving face, not showing failure and kind of controlling the narrative. It's taken them 2 years to come up with this nonsense. You know, all the stuff about, Ncuti Gatwa left because of the voting for Eurovision and all this. It's all nonsense. It's all covering the fact that this has happened yonks ago and they've been sat on it all this time. It really is.
Ian, did you know about the 2 years ago then?
I don't know whether that's true. The contact that I've got at the BBC doesn't confirm that at all. So I don't know.
I can tell you because I was told this in Christmas of 2024.
Damn.
That Ncuti Gatwa had gone, that RTD was out, that Disney were out. So that was in Christmas 2024, and it had happened about 6 months previous to that.
Again, I don't know. All I can tell you is what so I've got a few contacts at the BBC.
Sparrow?
It's not Sparrow. It's not Zoom.
It's Chaffinch.
It's information they don't particularly want leaked anywhere, but you know,
Yeah.
Not even Nerdrotic knew this. Then
I do know the first. You know, I do know that my contact told me about Jodie Whittaker and how upset she was in the last season of her run, and she really wanted it to work. Yeah. You know, I saw Jodie Whittaker in a film with J-Lo on Netflix. She plays it. She plays the brother of the romantic guy, and she's in jail. She puts on his Cockney accent. I was really surprised to see she's working actually. So there you go.
She plays the brother of the guy?
No, she plays the sister of the guy that's in love with J-Lo in the film, and she's in jail. when they visit her, she's wearing the orange and whatever, and she puts on this
Well,
accent.
I'm glad she's appearing in films I'm not going to see, because that means she'll be doing
Exactly.
less voiceover adverts that I have to be enduring. So it's kind of nice that she's sort of pulled away from that, because I won't have to hear her annoying voice as well.
Should we do the next one then?
Go on then.
Okay. This was all today. Doctor Who Christmas special cancelled as Russell T Davies and Bad Wolf exit BBC. That's from Deadline. Okay, so nothing really to add on that
new
one.
there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Shall we do the next one then? We'll blast through all this. Okay. Russell T Davies says goodbye to Dr. Watts following the BBC's announcement the series will go out to competitive tender.
That's rubbish as well.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean again?
It's a different tender than the one you're thinking of. That's TI. That's TINDR.
Yes, very good. Davies Davis says he's as excited as anyone to see what comes next. I bet he is. Adding, here comes what coming. The future. What?
Warp, warp. That's meant to be the sound of the TARDIS. Yeah, the TARDIS has left you way behind there, Russell. Russell T Davies, the ultimate spin doctor. Yeah, it's just nonsense.
That's his statement. Do you want to read it, or you're not bothered, or can you just paraphrase
No, let's not read it. Let's not read it.
You have to read it in order to get what a total shitbag this guy is. It really is.
Did anybody see? Yeah. Did anybody see? Dave's video on Doctor Who. Dave Cullen. Anybody see that one?
Not yet.
No. Well, he was going on about. It's a bad idea to go back to Pacoldi and start from there. But I disagree with him. I think that's the only way, really.
No, I think the only way is using RTD's own device, the Time War, to shove the entire new era into its own timeline, and then you start from McGann and go forward again. So you can branch it off.
McGann?
Yeah,
McGann?
Renault McGann?
Paul McGann.
Exactly.
The Doctor.
What?
Brown, when they say put it out to tender, they're offering other companies to come in and bid to do the production with the BBC.
Which no one is doing, and no one has offered to.
Well,
and out to tender, it's out to pasture.
I've heard a rumor. I've heard a rumor. It's Mega Geek Productions are putting in a tender.
Well, maybe we could.
It won't be shit.
I've got a meeting with them, so I'll let you know what goes on.
Actually, I lied. Apparently, Ruin Johnson's putting in a.
Excellent.
Well, it's time to parachute the savior of the franchise in. I can fix it.
Let's do a GoFundMe and have Mr. Brown finance the newest Doctor Who era. Let's do a.
Well, the franchise is probably worth about 5 pence now anyway.
Right, so we could actually afford it if we get a few more super chats. Come on, guys, we can buy Doctor
can't
Who.
Even afford a decent computer or to feed his goddamn cat. I don't know what you think.
Ironic, the cat is the only thing that's okay, actually.
I think they're in trouble anyway because they don't have any money. So all of this is
neither do we, but it's never stopped us.
But that's the problem with the BBC. They don't have any money, so they can't make Doctor Who. What are they going to do?
Yeah, BBC lost a huge chunk of funding from USAID when that got shut down. I couldn't believe how much money we were sending the BBC.
It's dead.
Ruin. Genuine question here.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Dr. Watts?
I don't think so. I may have. I'm racking my mind whether I ever watched it as a kid, which would have been in the kind of mid to late 80s. So who are we talking there? What Doctor would it have been?
80s. Come on,
Bobby, it would have been not the Scottish Sylvester McCoy.
Hold on a minute. Listen, I've
Listen.
I've actually got Russell T Davies here right now with me.
Oh.
He can actually read this statement out to you. So if you just read that there, Russell, that'll be.
Do you want me to go full screen?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, right. And so goodbye from me to all... to Doctor Who. But hello to a big new future for the show. As the BBC announces, it's putting the show on tender. Not Tinder, tender. I know, tender, right? As a result, there won't be any Christmas special. Oh, surprise, surprise. Colour me shocked. We only cooked that up to guarantee a future when no one knew what would happen. But now we do the new... sorry, guys.
Just like this is as good as my reading this.
I can't...
Get on with it.
Jesus Christ. Where are we? Now we do know. And there's no need for it. You'll have to wait a bit longer for new Doctor Who, but you'll be waiting for more Doctor Who than one-off. So it's worth it. For the record, there was no script. I never wrote it, and no actor was ever, and I mean ever, approached to play the new Doctor. That's definitely not a lie. You may disagree. Fine. Don't fuck off. I don't care what you think. Sit in that chair and wait to be proved right. You'll be waiting a long time. And now, I'm as excited as anyone to see what comes next. Will they keep the theme tune? Fuck knows. Will they keep the blue box? I hope not. It's offensive. Will they bring back the Dravian? I'm not even sure what that is.
He's milking it now.
It's all up for grabs, which is so Doctor Who. God, I'm excited. It's unpredictable, it's new, and here comes the future. Vroom, vroom. Oh God, I'm being sucked off into the time vortex. Oh God, oh.
Probably
Well, real, totally legit.
Probably, how long's Bob Downs been living with you?
I thought that was Keir Starmer.
Bob Down syndrome.
Are you denying my
That's brilliant.
my connections here? Honestly,
That was uncannily. Honest to God, that. You sure he's not? He is there, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah.
I don't need any proof. That absolutely sells it to me.
You don't get that nerdrotic.
no.
Okay, are we going to do the next one then? Yes.
Yeah.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah, but yeah, he
Russell T
said,
Davies, like, you failed. You're a miserable failure. Just shut up. Like, I can't believe. I thought when you showed me this, I thought it was like a parody, and then I looked while you were talking, and you really
That's
posted this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the fact he's just like saying, "Oh yeah, I didn't write it. We're just trolling you for the last however two years."
He's
What
just
a
a
load of
bitter,
shit.
but he's bitter. He's a bitter asshole. It's not that he wanted to be embarrassed and humiliated, but he was, and now he's trying to change the narrative of like, they didn't embarrass and humiliated me. I agreed to go along with this, but I was never really serious about it because I'm never embarrassed or humiliated. But no, he was embarrassed and humiliated. He is an asshole, and he's an idiot too.
Typing.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ian. Well, it's a sidestep. Well, we'll blast through. Okay, this is Doctor Who composer Murray Gold told the Radio Times that Davis had written multiple versions of the Christmas special script.
Someone's lying.
Depending on certain outcomes. Gold added that he probably wasn't supposed to share that information. The BBC's own announcement when Disney Plus exited the partnership in 2025 stated explicitly that the BBC was delighted that Russell T Davies has agreed to write us another spectacular Christmas special for 2026.
Another one?
I'm dribbling at this point. BBC Director of Drama Lindsay Salt said at the time, "We are delighted that Russell T Davies has agreed to write another spectacular Christmas special for 2026."
What does she mean, another? And I mean, his writing is the worst out of any of the writers that he's brought in himself.
So, do we know if this is do we know if this is true though from fandom polls? Do we know if this is true? Because you know, you got swapper, you got Probbies, basically what he's saying and from his contact, and he got this shit. So it's like, what is the truth?
What
really?
does Gold?
You know what I
Well,
mean?
we know Russell T Davies lies through his teeth. I mean, that's
allegedly.
No, not even allegedly.
Oh,
it's true.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, somebody's lying. That is not alleged. We have a logical contradiction here.
Yeah, we've seen it. It's been as transparent by the fact that he's saying, "Oh, I didn't even write it." I think he may have had different treatments for it, and maybe Gold read those. I can't imagine that the composer of the show would be sitting there reading all the various different scripts that Russell T Davies made. I think he's saying he read maybe some of the treatments and some of the ideas. But it was never going to happen. It was never going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm betting on the music guy telling the truth. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, I mean, he's saying that he had written multiple versions, but does he actually say that he's read them? So Russell T Davies could have said, "I have written multiple versions."
Yeah, but this could be rubbish. I mean, Phantom Pulse.
Probably
it could be any, you know, could made up. Do you know what I mean? It's like just.
I think it's in quotation marks.
No, that's
selective what they've quoted.
That's Tachyon Pulse who makes stuff up.
Well, you know, even if it's in quotes, doesn't mean to say the guy said it. Do you know what I mean? It's like you got to check this out.
I think it was
you've
from
got to have
a recorded interview, from what I can remember. This is a while ago now, but I think it was indisputed at the time, so I don't think there was anything about that wasn't true. But I'm saying that maybe the way it's been sort of framed is that he was privy to reading them. There's no proof that Russell T Davies sat down and showed Murray Gold all these scripts and he's read all of them. You know what I mean?
Can I just read this from Fat Lobber Eventual Spotlight Fats? For every gammon that leaves, we will have 2 more woke flakes to replace them. That one.
See, what the BBC needs to do is hire straight people to make Doctor Who. I mean, no disrespect, probably, but
that's
no. My housemate said, no offense, but the last 2 times you've had gay showrunners, it's tanked. It's not wrong.
Tanked or wanked.
Well, they just need to hire talented people that don't have an agenda, gay or straight. I don't give a shit. No agenda.
Ruin, you're talented. Do you think you could do well taking this over then?
Well, I mean, I know Doctor Who about as well as I know the source material of Star Wars, so what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, you know, it's probably not going to come back for a long time, isn't it? And you know, and that's a good thing, I think. But I think the plan is for them to basically, obviously, not admit that they're wrong and hold it for as long as people's memories disappear of this horror, and then they're going to come back and they're going to do the same thing again. So I think it's dead.
Drink everybody cat's cat.
Yeah, just hire people that don't hate the source material, that don't have an attitude they're going in and fixing something. Hire people that love it, that want to continue something.
And this is my problem with Russell T Davies. I've always thought that this guy is not that much of a true fan. I really don't see it. I think it's something you watched as a kid, then felt embarrassed about later on. And then when he sort of wanted to do his torture, he wanted to kind of make Doctor Who like that, more mature and offensive.
I agree.
And I think that when it was a success, he was like, "Oh yes, I was always a fan," and all this. I don't believe that. I think because the holes in his knowledge, amongst other holes, are quite vast. Quite honestly, I don't think that what he's done is anything remotely close to fidelity with the original series. I just don't see that. It's not a continuation for me. It was a soft reboot. And there's too many inconsistencies, especially when he brought Sarah Jane Smith back from the classic series, and the way he wrote her was like an angsty ex. That's not the relationship she had with the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker, at all, and it was never explicit in that way. But he kind of cheapened her character, and so I don't think he understands it at all. I really don't.
So you're saying that Russell's holes are really the problem?
I think he's full of them, and I think he likes to fill them.
Allegedly. Yeah. Okay, should we do the next?
Yeah, please.
We'll once we've done this, we'll do the supers, folks.
You know, probably remember when he did Queer as Folk?
Mm-hmm.
And I was convinced that he was a proper fan back then because one of the characters was really into Doctor Who, wasn't he?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's fine him pulling that out as a memory thing. Jingle jangle, and oh look, you know, I'm not saying he wasn't ever a fan. I'm just saying he seems to me one of those who sort of grew up loving the show, became an adult, and was like kind of embarrassed about it, and then wanted to bring it back in his own image. If you know what I mean, rather than keeping it pure, because it was always very, very pure. It's very asexual. It wasn't very. It was a lead who wasn't a romantic lead. He wasn't a lead that was, you know, whisked the woman off and, you know, bonk her to death and on the planet Snarg or whatever. It was always quite innocent, and we just can't do that in the modern day anymore. Everything has to be hypersexualized, and he's taken it to the nth degree. And I just don't think you would do that if you were a fan of Doctor Who. You just wouldn't. That's it. Soapbox. Over.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. We'll do the next. I need to my mic is clipped again. I'm beginning to get this fucking mic. Oh, who's this Joker? No Christmas special. Congratulations, RTD and that's Bad Wolf, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have destroyed a TV show that was loved around the world by millions with your woke agenda. Please, Phil, resetting mic.
Well, it's true, right? It's true.
Yeah, and
that's what they did.
You pretty much covered it there. And I remember for my entire life, Doctor Who, it was innocent. It was for kids. Even if the time travel stuff was a little complicated, there was nothing unsafe about it until this guy got his mitts on it and started to twist and pervert everything.
Do you know what it was, right? Is in the old days when Doctor Who started, and I'm not talking about the black and white ones, I'm talking about when it hit John Pertwee and Tom Baker, and it basically that era, right? They were making Doctor Who, and I hate to say this, for the adults. Because if you look at the stuff in the Tom Baker era and the John Pertwee era, there were quite some scary stuff in there, right? And they weren't afraid to scare kids. And then it got all dumbed down for some reason, you know.
Yeah, it's
like kids can't take it. Do you know? Because kids can take it.
Exactly. They've dumbed it down. Now, what Classic Who used to do was they used to write it for intelligent 10-year-old boys,
exactly,
or young adults, right? Yeah. Now it's for 10-year-old boys in a different way with RTD allegedly, but
allegedly.
I would say it's now so dumbed down. They treat the audience with utter contempt. They think that you are sitting there on your phones, not paying attention. Well, the reason why that is, Russell, is because you've written it so badly that people are obviously going to look at their phones. And that's not because people's attention is shorter. It's because they're bored. They're bored of your crap. That's why.
It's a funny thing that they treat children like they have no, you know, they basically can't take it. Of course they can take it. You know, do you know how many 14-year-olds sneak in to see horror films? Do you know, I know like my niece is sneaking to see Obsession. Do you know what I mean? And they're not even the right age, but they snuck in anyway. Do you reckon they'll get upset, or will it affect them as they're growing up, or you know, mentally disturb them? No, because they can take crap like that.
Well, if you put that adult label on something, kids will want to watch it. If you write it, adult, they will want to watch it.
Exactly.
But now they want to do. They've taken Doctor Who off the air, but they're still going ahead.
Off the hair.
CBeebies Doctor Who cartoon for kids.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they're getting rid of CBeebies, aren't they?
Yeah, it's brand confusion.
It's all gone.
You bring back Doctor Who as a proper show again, and everyone who's growing up watching the new CBeebies version are going to grow up thinking, well, that's just a kids show. I'm not going to be interested. And they'll be like, not even 14 at that point. And they'll be like, well, I don't want to watch that. That's for kids.
Lovely.
It's really so short.
See, I'm concerned at this. Here, look. Price and Ruin are asleep. Ruin, are you enjoying the Dr. Watts talk? You're a big fan.
I mean, enjoying is pushing the limits of enjoyment, but no, look, it's not my thing, but I'm enjoying you boys riffing on it. Honestly, it's a break from getting shit for The Last Jedi, so I'm quite enjoying this, yes.
Price?
Yeah, no, I actually spoke a lot, but then I felt like maybe I was speaking too much, so I wanted other people to say their thoughts.
No, remember, this is cope. This is a cope on 1 hour, a cope session. For
the crash out online is hilarious. I love it.
Yeah,
you got the trans activists now going absolutely mad. They're going mad because RTD said that he has gender critical friends, right?
Hey.
Before he put his tiptoe thing out, right? His new Q word show, and he alienated the bunch of trials that he's been courting for all these years, and now they turned on him. Now they're saying, oh, he's always been rubbish, the representation of trans people is terrible and all this, and so his name is mud with them. It's like he played woke games, he won the woke prize. Well done, king of woke.
Okay, let's do some we'll do some supers. We kind of kept these, sorry folks. The Internet Help Desk plays Venture Spot £5. Thank you, my friend. And good evening. With Dr. Watt cancelled, I hope we don't get another charity single with old doctors begging the show to be brought back.
Doctor in a dress.
Doctor in the house.
It's incredible, isn't it? It's a real shame, really, because when they brought it back, I thought they did a good job. Up to Matt Smith, and the rest beyond after Matt Smith was a bit dodgy, but they were determined to destroy it. Sorry, say again.
It was dodgy in his last season as well. I think that's
yes,
when
it was.
Really
yes.
Yes. Well, that was because the shit was coming through, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting because when Doctor Who ended in 1989, Dr. Watt, it was
Dr. Watt.
The fans were still in love with the show, but the BBC hated it. Now the roles have completely reversed. The fans hate it, and the BBC love it. And it's just such a weird position because now you're in a situation where we were left with Billy Bloody Piper as allegedly the Doctor, and no answers. And now we've got a situation where the fans are totally disillusioned, totally down with all this crap, and those are the people you need to see through another Wilderness Years, but that's not really going to happen the same, I don't think, because the interest has died.
Okay, let's do the next one then. Cheers, my friend. Mega Spider-Man, Rich Favreau, fave multi-doc story and why?
5 Doctors. It's probably one of the best.
The 3 Doctors, I think, for me. I love the 3 Doctors almost as much as the 5 Doctors.
I like the 5 Doctors. I really do. I think 5 Doctors is the best, even better than the 50th anniversary one, I think.
Definitely. I don't think the 50th was all that. Favorite Doctor is between
Doctor House, brilliant.
Tom Baker and John Pertwee for me. Companion between Liz Sladen, Elizabeth, Sarah Jane, and
Perry.
And Leela, I think, and Romana. Romana 2. I love Romana 1 and 2. Villain, it's got to be the Master for me. Delgado.
My favorite Doctor is Pertwee and Matt. Sorry, carry on, Price.
The 5 Doctors is the one that Tom Baker doesn't really appear, but sort of.
That's
appears.
Right. That's right.
It did bother me that they couldn't get him on board to just be there proper, like because
he didn't want to.
Right, I know, but it's still kind of that's the only thing that I think could have been better about it, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah. It's the same thing with the 50th Doctor, because they couldn't get Chris Eccleston back. What they should have done is got McGann back, but they didn't because they forgot about him. And then they made up this thing, this War Doctor thing, and then whatever. The rest is history.
Love John Hurt, but that was totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I've got to go. My life's been an eternal struggle between which Romana to pick up from. So
the first one,
But Perry is amazing. Polly, oh, it's just like there's so many fantastic choices.
I like Romana 1 better than Romana 2.
So do I.
I grew up with Romana 2 though, so I'm biased.
Yeah, but Lala Ward has such
woman. Romana 1 is more of a woman.
Did Polly put the kettle on?
Yeah, Lala Ward has so much charm though. She's just so pleasant to watch. But I do agree that strictly hotter would be Romana 1.
2 had a better vibe. She seems like cooler. Like that's why she probably got along with Tom Baker. But just if we're
They
going
got married, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But if we're going the shallow route, I think that Romana 1
Okay.
Yeah,
Romana 1 definitely got the dads watching. That's
Jeez,
sure.
these are proper
and Leela
fans. Anybody else?
I wouldn't kick Grace Holloway out of bed for eating crackers.
Favorite Dr. Emmett Brown. Favorite companion, Einstein the dog. Favorite villain, Biff Tannen. There we go.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Okay.
Side of feet at 11:15 gave a good response.
Side of feet at 11:15.
Yeah.
Where 11:15? Oh God, that's going right back. Just amuse yourself, everybody. Rune, can you help me out?
I'll find the damn thing.
Doctor
Shipman.
The TARDIS.
Is that the one where Side of Feet says he likes cock in his Doctor Who?
No, that's Price who likes cock.
Don't remind me of that.
Okay.
Don't remind me.
Okay, we've got another soup. Yeah, we go. Who's this Joker? It's the Phobos Wrench. Will spot $2. Thank you, my friend. Have we misjudged poor Nashuti all this time? Anybody?
No, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, the overwhelming response in the chat was no, but think about it, man. The guy loves Doctor Who. He gets this chance. He thinks he's going to get a chance to be the real Doctor, and he's super excited about it. And then he comes in and he said, no, you're just going to have to play this one super gay. Imagine like the disappointment of the poor guy.
Yeah, but he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, but he basically towed the line. That's why I don't like him. Even if he came in to be the Doctor seriously, he came and he towed the line and he called the fans, tell them to touch grass and all that nonsense. So there's no excuse for that. He's an idiot.
Yeah, you're right. If he hadn't attacked the fan base, though, I'd be on his side.
Yeah, and he's a piece of shit.
Nothing wrong with attacking the fans, let me tell you.
No,
but right. I would like to say that the doctor should not be black, nor should the Doctor be a woman. And I think that is the major fault of what they were doing, in my opinion.
Price, I can't check my DMs. Sorry, mate.
Oh, why not?
My computer blew up.
Yeah, his potato computer.
Plus, I'm running the stream.
He's inundated with
You can't
female
run two
attention.
apps at the same time.
Brown,
No.
just check it on the app on your phone.
I would, but the phone's downstairs.
Oh,
I've been leaving I've been trying to cut myself off from my mobile phone, everybody. Just leave it in a different room. It works. Okay, let's do this. Anti-derivative Jill. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill. Sunday, we need you on.
Jill's awesome.
She is more than awesome. She's mega awesome. Wrenched, World of Sports, $3. Super sticker. Thank you, Jill. Can't see what it is, but thank you. Silence.
Like a little pear thing. A little guy who looks like a pear.
Shall we... Cheers, Jill. Shall we move on, then?
Oh, what about this one, Brownie?
Are you going to read it, then? Obviously, I didn't type this one.
Well, it's for Mr. Kipling.
Mr. Brown Alliance, obviously, that's you. Emperor Kipling, that's Swappers. Lovely, lovely. What am I doing here? What are we doing?
Are you reading it or shall I?
I don't know. What's happening, Ruin?
Fucking hell, you've been streaming about 10 years. It's clearly for Kippers, you old cretin. unless you think you should be doing an impression of Kippers, I don't know.
Lovely, lovely. Go on. I just saw Jimmy Savile. I just went lovely.
Well, I know you got distracted. Go on, Kippers, take it away.
Yes, Ruin, right away, sir. Jimmy Savile was a great ventriloquist. He stuck his hand up my ass and told me not to say anything. Yes,
there we go.
Beautiful.
Did you hear the latest rumor? I saw this on the Twits yesterday. I don't know if it's true. Regarding Savile. He stole somebody's glass eye from the morgue.
That's the least shocking thing you've ever heard. Like, what?
And he had it on a ring.
Are you surprised?
God, no. Seriously.
I mean, that's...
I stopped eating my cereal when I read that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
don't mention that name. Listen, Brown is okay. The other one, let's not mention that. Okay.
Oh, I like this guy.
This is Nerdrotic. How to fix Dr. Watts. Wipe out everything post Peter Capaldi. Yes, no?
Yeah, I agree.
McGann.
Absolutely.
Everything from New 2005 onwards. Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
Too much baggage.
Most importantly, the horrific, timeless children.
That especially, most of all.
Okay, what was bad about Timeless Children again?
It retconned.
Retconned.
Yeah,
retconned.
So the first Doctor wasn't William Hartnell from 1963.
It was a little black girl
who fell very nonchalantly off a cliff and then was tortured forever and ever until she regenerated a million times into the United Colors of Benetton, and was every diverse thing ever. And that's basically it. And then how they addressed it in Jodie Whittaker's run, she put the fob watch that contained that identity into the console of the TARDIS and basically flushed it, never to be answered. So very brave, very stunning. Well done.
What's this? The Dream Lord and the what?
Valiard
are behind the non-events of the 13th, 14th, 15th, and stupid refugee Doctor. Okay.
Fugitive Doctor.
That as well, yeah. Better yet, just never mention them. Well, he's broke that rule already by mentioning them
over and over.
See, this is excellent. Cast Hugh Laurie, who is a doctor or was, as the Doctor with a smoking hot actual female companion. You're welcome.
You can't do that because Hugh Laurie, have you seen what he looks like recently? Yeah. He looks like a really, really old man. His hair is all grey. He just looks like he's going to drop. So no, the time to cast him was when he was doing House. That was but now, if you look him up now, see what he looks like now.
I've seen him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but the general 20 years old.
The spirit of what Gary is writing isn't false. I don't think that what he's writing is wrong.
But he's not the first one to say it. People have been saying this.
No, I've been saying it too. But I'm just addressing this specific thing. I've been saying it for a long time as well.
Here's how you fix it. You bring the Doctor back. You don't introduce him straight off. What you do is something very similar to Pertwee's introduction. You follow the companion. She's sort of brought into unit. She's going to do some administration for the scientific advisor, blah blah blah, and then gradually you see this mysterious figure sort of lurking about, and she's curious to know who he is and what he's about. He doesn't say anything. He's just there, and then she sort of sneaks into his lab and starts looking around and finds the TARDIS. There he is, and then he's this mysterious figure again. You don't know who he is. You just find that he has this magic police box, and you go inside. It's bigger on the inside, and you never know what incarnation is. There's no regeneration numbering or anything like that, and you just go off and have adventures. You don't mention any of the previous shit. You just go off anew, introduce the mystery again, start again. Let other people find out.
Somebody in the chat said
my friend came up with this, Jack. He's
You don't need any. You fix it the same way you fix Star Trek, Star Wars, Rings of Power, and how they fix Community season 4. It was a gas leak, and nobody talks about that. Like just
Move on.
just move on. Forget about it. Pretend it doesn't exist. If you start giving the fans something good, they'll watch.
Don't forget, Bill Nighy, not the Z3PO. Reg, Bill Nighy. What do you think?
He's too old.
Again, too old. You know, Hugh Laurie is only 66, but you're right.
I know.
He looks every bit of an 80-odd-year-old on
Is
him.
it 8?
He does, yeah.
But it might be good to start off with an older Doctor, because then you're not going to have the screaming fangirls. You're not going to have the screaming fangirls go, oh my God, I really want to come over his face.
Agreed.
I wanted to squeeze my titties. No, I don't think that ever worked. And I think that was one of the curses on New Who, was the fucking insufferable fangirls who came in and wanted to flick their bean to David Tennant and Matt Smith. And when Capaldi came in, the shock was too much for them and they left. And I think if you start with an older Doctor, you get the real people interested in the show, whether they're male or female, because there's only 2, and then they will follow the show. And if you bring in a younger Doctor, that's fine later on. But I think you want to establish that the Doctor is this ancient Time Lord from Gallifrey. And why not have a sort of grandfatherly figure? Maybe just to kick-start it off. I don't see why not.
Here you go. K numbers.
Make
Hello,
the young
K.
people.
I'm assuming K's.
Onions.
I don't want to assume anybody's gender. I assume K's female.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah,
not as many, but he certainly did. A lot of females love Capaldi.
And fanboys.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Shall we?
Yeah.
Move along.
Yeah.
We're not going to get all these slides done tonight, by the way. Matt Smith defends. This is in connection with was it House of the whatever? I don't know, Dragons.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Matt Smith defends fans after years of Hollywood attacking its audience. It's all about the fans. We make it. We do all the work, and then we hand it over. I hope it delivers on a scale that we want it to for them. That was your motto, wasn't it, Ruin, when you did that movie? What's it called again?
The Last Jedi, the Greatest Star Wars movie. Well, it's kind of my motto. Mine was more like, I make it, I do all the work, I kill Luke, and fuck the fans. But it's close, it's pretty close.
Well, that's how you do classy, right? Matt Smith, class. That's how you treat fans. That's how you talk about fans publicly, at least. If you want to bitch about them, do it in private. But you don't sink your show like certain actors by slagging off the fans. You just don't do that because it doesn't work.
No, they're your customers. You can't. But he wouldn't have said this 4 years ago, and I'm highly encouraged that more and more actors are coming out doing the Henry Cavill thing, saying that because this has been happening with increasing frequency. And I'm very glad to see it, that they understand who the customer is. And without the customer, they don't have a job.
And Matt Smith came into the show not knowing anything about Doctor Who. And then he watched a shit ton of the classic series. I think he actually binge watched most of Classic Who, if not all of it. And he became a fan. He loved Patrick Troughton's second Doctor. He really got into the show and he understood the character so well. And that came across really well in his performance. That's why, for me, he's my favorite out of all the New Who Doctors.
And the bow ties are cool.
Ian, have you got anything to add about this from Wretched? Boyega as Dr. Watt. He's unemployed.
There's a reason for that.
I don't think Boyega would make a good Doctor. I don't believe in race swapping. Everybody knows that. I don't care what anyone says. If the character was created and the character was white, they should stay white. All this rubbish about they're only co-stars. We can change the race. Rubbish, right? Commissioner Gordon should never be black, nor should Perry White. Nor should the Doctor, nor should James Bond. Fuck them all if they all want to keep doing that rubbish. Look at the Odyssey. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a complete shit show. So stop doing that. But you know what? Hollywood, they can't learn. You know, they're so entrenched in this woke rubbish.
Yeah.
It's going to take a complete devastation of business in Hollywood for them to actually go, ooh, it's not working, is it? So
when they're out of a job,
well, where's hoping
they're not trying to learn, they're trying to teach us, and that's the difference. They don't think there's anything they need to learn except how to show us that we are all wrong. But how about Matt Berry as Doctor Who?
Oh
no.
that could listen. Amazing. You wouldn't have to worry about bean flicking for the most, but they could have some really amazing storylines with that guy.
No, he's not right. There's a certain person to play the Doctor, and he's not right at all.
Can you speak Spanish now, Ruin? What?
No. It's honestly, it's just come to me. The perfect person to play Doctor Who. He's got the look, the hair. He's got the kind of cute awkwardness. You know, he certainly needs a new career change. It's Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer for the next Doctor
Oh,
Who.
the voice. Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I reversed the polarity of the neutron flow.
Get to the TARDIS.
Bugger that.
Sorry, Mega Geek. It wasn't worth it.
Price, did you make a comment about the still? I can't remember.
I don't think I made it, but yeah, I mean, Matt Smith's always seemed like a decent guy, so it doesn't surprise me.
He's one of the few that's kept his nose pretty clean. Let's be honest.
Right, and I also could tell it's not like once they had all that shooty stuff that he went and he didn't make any kind of cameo appearances there. You didn't see him anymore.
Nope.
He would have told them to F off. No, it's not. No, thanks.
And the funny thing is, I can never find this clip, but I'm 99% sure I saw this, that initially when they got Ncuti Gatwa, they interviewed Matt Smith, and they said, what do you think about the new casting? And he's like, well, Ncuti is a good friend of mine, and I wished him luck. And he said Ncuti, which, like, obviously that means he doesn't know who that is. Like, if he knew him, he wouldn't call him Ncuti, right?
Yeah.
It's just nice speak, you know, because you don't want to talk bad about your fellow actors. So I understand that you get put on the spot, you've got to be diplomatic. But he didn't say he did a great job. I think he's fantastic. Capaldi did. And I don't think even he watched it, quite honestly.
There you go. See, Ian, you're not into having a black doctor, are you? This might work, though.
No,
yeah, David Lammy and Diane Abbott as the doctor and assistant.
Yeah.
You can't beat that combo.
No, listen, again, I would say, right, black people deserve original characters to play. Right, don't give them hand-me-downs, because that's an insult to them. But the reason why black people do take hand-me-downs is because they're not getting enough work and they need the money. That's why they're easily influenced to play, you know, a character that's established as white. And Hollywood is taking advantage of that. So
Joe Martin, who played the fugitive doctor for like all of 5 minutes, she declared that nobody was taking this away from her, and she even said, oh yeah, I was the first doctor, because she was put in a comic book that made her prior to William Hartnell, and no one's going to take this away from me. Well, got news for you, darling, you ain't having it no more. It's taken away from you, because you'll never be seen again. That's it.
Why would you cast an overweight black woman to play the doctor?
Well,
that to me seems insane. It seems insane. It's like getting an overweight gay black guy to play James Bond. Did you know what I mean? It just seems insane.
It's basically they're greedy. That's what I can tell you. Because I want to tell you guys something. If, let's say, there was never, after Capaldi, he would have regenerated and he's Idris Elba, and you just have a few good seasons that are well written with good companions, I think that people would have been okay with it. But that's not what they did. They wanted the quote-unquote diverse, whether it's a woman or diverse casting, and they also wanted to keep taking a dump on anybody who liked the show and do all their kind of propaganda and all that woke stuff. And at the end, that's really what chased everybody away, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for the figure. I really like
That's
it.
great.
So Nerd What's It got 2 mentions this evening. Damn, he doesn't mention my channel on his channel.
You liked one of my tweets earlier on. That's quite.
Yeah, Gary, why don't you mention my tweets, even though I talk about shit? But Top 3 beloved. There is a poll going as well. I've literally copied this, so there's a poll going, folks. Top 3 beloved franchises that committed Harry Carey.
Harry Carey.
Yeah.
We'll do Harry. Yeah, we'll do Harry Carey. 3 Star Trek. Okay.
What's the pause all about? 2 Star Wars, number 1 Doctor Who.
Drama.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He's acting.
2.
Imagine reposting this shit. I mean, honestly, it's pathetic.
It's Doctor Who that got
That's
the
a
worst
lot.
out of it. Yeah, Star Trek can be
talking.
saved, in my opinion. I don't give a shit. You're too slow, mate. You're too slow. Just keep it moving. For
Talking.
Christ's sakes.
Move along.
Christ's sakes.
Cracking this out.
2.
He's still doing it.
Do that one.
Proper Star Wars, not Disney World. Yeah.
Number 1.
Ooh,
Dr.
drum roll.
Watt.
No franchise has been destroyed as much and as needlessly. As
Why?
Because
Is it because
They
of the
literally
duration of the
destroyed it.
show? 60
it's
years.
because they wanted to put
No.
their bloody agenda in there and destroy it, and that's what they did.
Well, they did it with Star Trek as
Yeah,
well.
but
So what are you on
the
about?
simple fact of the matter is, right? Star Trek, you can have any crew in any ship. Star Wars, you can have any group of people in any group of ships or different planets or whatever. Doctor, you've got one main lead and a companion and the monsters. So you screw up that one lead, the whole show's out of whack. You write the story, I mean, you can't replace the Doctor with another character.
Yeah, it's not just that. It's the BBC is in charge of Doctor Who, and they are the wokest of the woke. That's why.
No, we're too woke for Disney.
Yeah, exactly. When you're too woke for Disney, you really need to take a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's not good, is it? Not good at all.
I love them all.
I loved them all.
I loved them all.
yeah.
I would word this
Lovely.
differently. I think that basically this list is how easy is it to save or try to revive it. And I think with Star Trek, like you guys said, you do a ship, you say it's 100 years after, the next generation or whatever it is, and you just have a new crew doing something on a ship. Maybe you can somehow never talk about the Kurtzman era again and just pretend that it didn't exist, and I think you can get away with it. Probably the best out of the 3. With Star Wars, it's a little more difficult because the Skywalkers are important, and they totally ruin that. So that one's a little more tricky. But I assume that if you jump still like 100 years into the future or 200 years and just pretend again that the sequel trilogy didn't happen, maybe you can get away, not as much as with Star Trek, but maybe you can get away with it. And I agree with what you guys said. Doctor Who is the trickiest one because there's such a continuity. You have the first, the second, the 14th, the 15th. They have numbers. You know who they are. You know exactly everything. So to reset that is not easy. Not impossible, but not easy. But they would have to bring back Capaldi and re-explain what happened. Which is what a lot of people and myself been saying, and Gary and Ian and whatever. You redo that thing and maybe just pretend it never happened.
McGann.
Yeah, and let's not forget, other franchises with Terminator, Tron, the MCU for that matter. We've lost a lot of these.
Why'd you keep going on about? Why'd you keep going on about Renault McGann's?
Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor, from the 1996 movie. So they brought Doctor Who back for one movie in 1996. So after the show cancelled in 1989, they had one movie, which was the 40th anniversary this month or last month.
Yeah.
Got it in 4K steelbook. That's great.
Nice.
I think McGann should have gotten a proper run, and I think that he can still do it. He can still pass. And I think he would be brilliant. Now he's one of the longest serving doctors, even though he only did one film. He did a shit ton of audio dramas, most of which were quite good at some point for Big Finish, who produces and went woke as well. So I'd bring him back, give him a series, at least one, and then go from there. And he's a lot older now, but he could still do it, and he's still very much into it. He said he'd drop it, he would drop anything and do it at any point if he was asked. They have never done that. And he would, and he'd be brilliant at it. And I think I would love to see a series with him. If anyone watched The Night of the Doctor, that 50-minute, especially prior to the 50th anniversary, you can see how good he was.
Okay, well, you know why they're not going to do it, don't you?
Because he's too damn good.
And we wish it. Anyway, that's it for the... we'll do something else. That's it for Dr. Watt.
Before you switch gears, can I check, is Mog with us tonight?
Yeah, Mog's in. Yeah, I've seen Mog.
Oh, Mog, are you there, Mog?
Yeah, Mog is in. Yes.
No, is he on the mic?
Well, I was asking.
Oh, here he is, Mog. I've got something just for you, Mog. Here we go. I'm going to flash it up now and let me see.
No.
No, it's.
What are you going to flash? Wait, what?
He'll appreciate this one.
This is. I didn't type this, by the way, just for the record.
You fucking did.
I didn't.
Mr. Brown's doing a disclaimer like he didn't write. He bloody did. We don't know he did. Yes. Well, Nog, there's a new clothing line being launched called Jimmy Savile Row. You get normal size tops, but you have to squeeze into children's palms. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. Mr. Brown wrote it.
Allegedly. Okay. Change of pace.
Is that still allegedly? I thought that was
just
for Russell T. Davis is like,
no, just for legal reasons for this channel. Okay.
I updated my avatar.
Oh, cool.
Oh, right,
okay. That's great.
You love that, don't you, Price?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
You've been working out. I can tell. You've been to the gym.
Roids. Okay. Change of pace, then, everybody. This was from Sunday, but we'll do some extra little bits before we finish. Star Trek 3 Search for Spock was released in theaters today, 1984. Bite-sized fact, it is the third film in the Star Trek film series and is the second part of a 3-film story arc that begins with Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, 1982. There you go.
And Star Trek 3, in my opinion, and a lot of people disagree with me, and it's fine. I think it's the best Star Trek movie.
I think 2 is the best, but maybe if I had to give a second place one, maybe I would give it to 3.
See, I like the movie. I like Star Trek the movie because it's the most Star Trek.
Yeah.
I know it's not exciting and it's just shit porn, but I still ship with a P. But I love it.
We are almost at the point where I can get AI to put Kirstie Alley back into Star Trek 3, and then it will be my favorite movie.
There you go.
Yeah, they who did they get to replace her now?
Robin Curtis.
She wasn't as memorable as Kirstie Alley.
No, she's good, and she's played Romulans and Vulcans and other characters all across the franchise.
She's a fine character actress, but I couldn't even remember her name, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
Kirstie Alley, like that was a perfect casting.
Yeah, that killed the movie for me. It really did. I could never get past it. That's why I'm glad we're at a point where we can actually use technology to fix that.
Yep.
All right, do it.
Do it. Shall we do the next one then?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's kind of sidestepping type stuff. On this date in 1984, a day before its wide release, Ghostbusters premiered at the Avco Cinema in Westwood, Los Angeles. Bite-sized fact, opening on exactly the same day as Gremlins, but still managed to dominate the box office.
1984. What a year for cinema.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. That was a tour de force.
I think we went to the movies every weekend, sometimes multiple times during the weekend. It was crazy.
I saw Ghostbusters when it came out. I absolutely loved it.
That's when they made films for the public.
Yeah,
Yeah.
popular
So
film.
So literally, you could watch Ghostbusters and go to the pisser, and then go watch Gremlins.
Yeah.
Same day.
What I liked about Ghostbusters is that today Hollywood is always chasing these franchises, but Ghostbusters to me looks like something that Hollywood actually took a risk. A couple of comedians, they're like, we're in New York, we're going to be chasing ghosts. It's a really bizarre premise for them to throw any money at. And they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just make this movie. And then they make it and everybody likes it because it's something different. And it's something that hadn't been done exactly like this before, and everybody was enjoying it, and it had character. And today, all we get is people that are like, oh, well, Ghostbusters did well. It's an established IP. How do we squeeze more out of it? Why don't you think of a new IP? And they never think of it.
Yeah, at least this one hadn't gone woke and hasn't been ruined.
So in 1984, we had The Terminator, Amadeus, Never-Ending Story, Nightmare on Elm Street, Beverly Hills Cop.
What?
Threads. We had Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. We had Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Starman. What else? Passage to India, Repo Man, The Killing Field, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. This is Spinal Tap. The Company of Wolves, Karate Kid, Police Academy, Splash. What else?
Maybe 84. We always say 82 was the greatest year. Maybe it's 84.
Well, every year, man, we've done this on Wednesdays, man. Every year is just incredible.
Footloose. You can go on.
Kevin Bacon.
It was the year before as well. We got Return of the Jedi. So I was thinking, like, my God, the film industry is the greatest thing ever. We're going to get the greatest movies from now until the end of time. And oh dear.
Oh dear.
Ruin, anything to add?
No, just look. I just take me back there, man. It was I miss those times. Yeah, I haven't felt like going to cinema in about 3 years. It did.
Okay, yeah,
it did feel like those days. You know, it's just banger after banger, wasn't it? I mean, Ghostbusters. All I'll say, I absolutely love Gremlins. Probably slightly prefer it. Even I know. I'm not. Ghostbusters.
Go on, sorry.
No, I was going to say Ghostbusters. What a cast! You know, they just nailed it, didn't they?
I think I prefer Gremlins. Ghostbusters just didn't quite do it for me back then. Probably now, but not then.
I was the right age, exactly the right age. I think I was like 9. It was perfect for me.
9.
Yeah, 1884 was also a really good year, except for the smallpox.
V was on TV as well.
I used to stay up late to watch that.
I like both of them. I like Gremlins and Ghostbusters when I saw them both.
They're different.
So.
They're different. For different reasons, I like them.
Yeah.
With
I didn't see
that right now. I would absolutely love to see a crossover of the two.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't go see Gremlins 5 times in a row at the box office, though. That's exactly what we did with Ghostbusters.
Speaking of 5 times, Ian, Superman.
What about it?
Just reminding you.
Well, look.
Sorry,
I couldn't avoid it because it's my family. They wanted me to go 5 times. It's ridiculous. I hate that film with a passion. Anyway, carry on.
It's also 50 years ago since the first Supergirl movie as well. That was in 1984.
Okay. I nearly missed a super chat. That's unforgivable. Mega, because it was right at the top and the scrolling, you see, I missed it. Okay. Mega Spider-Man Reg 50. Thank you, my friend. Ruin. Can you feel the love tonight? Ruin?
Can you feel the love pole tonight? It is Liam Neeson's dong.
Oh dear.
I won't address the rest of the question.
Would you sing us out though with Purple Vein? Because I love
I'll
that
go
one.
on. I'll give you.
I really do love Purple Vein.
Yes, I'll give you a classic at the end then. Purple Vein. Okay.
To all, Doctor Who, Doctor What? Christmas fave, Doctor What? Christmas special, and why?
I don't like any of them, quite honestly. I think they're all
I
cheesy.
think it's the one with David Tennant when he first appeared, even though I didn't really like it, but I think it's better than all the rest of them that came after it.
Was
in
that
my
the
opinion.
Titanic one?
No, it's the
Kylie?
one. It's the one where he became the Doctor, where he took over from Christopher Eccleston.
Oh right, yeah, that one.
Oh.
I've blanked out a lot of it, quite honestly. I don't like the Christmas specials. I know they're supposed to, it's a bit of fun, yeah, but it just, for me, it kind of cheapened Doctor Who, made it too silly. So I'm just a classic head, really. I'm terribly wrong.
You're a purist,
I am.
aren't you?
I'm a terrible purist.
Anybody else? Price?
I'm trying to think for a second.
One.
There was one that I think maybe Matt Smith's final episode that was a Christmas. Is that possible?
Well, yeah, there is.
Well, the name of the Doctor, is it?
Wasn't there one that he gets older? He's suddenly very old or something. And Christmas?
Well, that
the name
was
of the
that
Doctor.
Christmas. Yeah, that wasn't a Christmas special though.
It was set on a planet called Christmas.
Christmas,
maybe that's why it's all my wires are crossed. But I liked when Matt Smith was aging rapidly, and it was Christmas. But I guess I'm confusing between a few different things.
Yeah, apparently there's a planet called Christmas, and they all dress like Edwardian people from England for some reason.
There was one where there was floating fish or something like that. That was all.
Yeah, that was the Christmas Carol. Probably the better one. It was a bit cheesy, I think, but there
was Kylie Minogue a Christmas special, or
it was. Yeah,
that was the Titanic one.
She looked nice.
Yeah,
she did.
I like the husband.
What?
I like the Husbands of River song. That was.
No, I was just going to say the Titanic episode always goes down well in my house.
That joke again. Anything with River Song in it, I hate. I hate River Song. I think she outstayed her welcome. And when she teamed up with Matt Smith, she looked like his mother, and it just was really weird when she kissed him. And I was out.
Yeah, but he's 1,000 years old at that point. So.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He looked like a kid kissing his mother.
Isn't it weird for a 1,000-year-old Time Lord to be trying to get it on with a 19-year-old blonde girl, like in 2006?
But they didn't, though, did they? I mean, Chris Eccleston kissed. Yeah, kissed. What's her face?
Yeah,
it wasn't a romance, was it? You know, apart from when it came to David Tennant. Yeah, when I came to David Tennant. Yeah.
Bit off.
Anyway, okay. A Christmas Carol for me. Very emotional, very effective.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, best out.
Didn't have a good ending though, did it? Because the woman died anyway.
No, it did not.
Okay. Things I shouldn't have said, but there you go. Anyway. Okay. Should we do the next one?
Yeah, go on, quick.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic.
The Untouchables premiered in New York. Today, in 1987, the rest of the US would wait another day for the gangster flick's wide release. Bite-sized facts. Ruin Johnson traveled to, where was it?
New York. He went to Grand Central and
with his pram to recreate the famous scene.
Yeah. Do you know how much it cost me to get that pram on the plane as well?
No,
honestly.
Go on,
you had the baby in the carriage in storage, didn't you?
Well, I
allegedly.
I love this film. I think this film is an amazing film, well directed, well performed, just a lot of fun from start to finish, and it's just a classic in my opinion. Untouchables, classic.
Well, I saw it in New York City when it premiered, and I don't know if maybe I saw it on the day earlier or whatever it was, but it was really strange because it's the only time this has happened to me. When I walked out, and I was like a little kid, I was really young. And some lady walked up to us and said, "We're doing a survey. We want to."
Was it Leslie? Was it?
No. And they said, "We're doing a survey. Can you fill out this form and say what you thought of the movie?" And I was really excited. So we took a form, and we had to say, one of the questions was, "What was your favorite part of the movie?" And I said that when Kevin Costner throws that guy off the roof, when Elliot Ness throws him off the roof. That was my favorite part. And I was so happy. And I wrote it, or I guess somebody wrote it for me, and we gave it in. I was probably, you know, I probably was like 8 years old, 8 years old or something. I don't know. So, yeah.
So well directed as well. Really well directed.
At least we know why Ruin went to the wrong station now, because it premiered in New York, and you know.
Where did you go, there was logic to my madness. I know.
That's still a hilarious story.
Oh, that guy screwed me up. Why did he take my money? It's just taking the piss.
Well, come on, okay, what was the story again for the people who are
Oh, you're going to embarrass me now all over again, Brown. I went to New York, and being a total tourist, I thought I'm going to go see some of the famous, the locations of my favorite movies, and I had a list, and one of them on the list was The Untouchables. I was, oh yeah, Grand Central, yeah, I've got to go there, and I got chatting to a guy I think he was selling magazines. I said, excuse me, are those the stairs from The Untouchables where the pram, you know, the famous scene? And he was going with it. He was like, yes, that's it, mate. Yeah. I was like, could you get a photo of me? I'm gonna, you know, do the pose, and he took the photo, and basically only found out I was at the wrong fucking place about 6 months ago.
Yeah, live on stream when we were talking about Union Station.
Well, New York's like that. You can go anywhere and you're in an old movie set. I remember sitting in a random cafe, and I was sat exactly in the same spot where Harry Met Sally was filmed, and I was like, I didn't get an orgasm or anything. I felt really, really cheeky.
Well, it probably kept you out of jail for the day.
Well, that's true.
Emperor Goodwin, Wrench, RJ, Ruin's best moment on stream, being in the wrong city for the untouchable stairway, and when he was convinced he had learned to read Japanese.
It was like a fever dream, that stream.
It was
crazy.
It was.
A yellow fever dream.
Easy.
Oh, good
Shall
God.
we do a super before I forget?
Sure.
Swappers, you available, mate, please?
No, KAB wrenched. Let's start for $5. Ruin the Prince Duvet, purple vein, please. I do know. It's just reason. Although the original is quite good, but the lyric changes for the new version. Oh, God, can we have it pressed to vinyl? Because I'd love to sleeve and do it.
He's going to 3D print it. God knows what he's going to do.
Okay. Come on, people. Wrenched. £6.69. Read Neurotic's tweet again. So which one was there? There was a couple, wasn't there?
I think he liked your countdown. I could be wrong. I think that was the one he really liked.
What slide was it?
God knows. Wasn't that far back.
Just a music. Was it this one?
Yeah, it might send Mega Geek over the edge.
Okay, well, it's paid, so I've got to read it, haven't I?
Yeah.
World of
referring to the other one.
Oh, well, we'll see. World of Swap Shop reposted.
Oh.
Nerdrotics. He's got a blue tick mark as well. 3 hours ago. Top 3 beloved franchises that committed Harry Carey. 3 Star Trek. Yeah. 2 Star Wars. I love that one. 1 Dr. Watt.
Dr. Watt.
Okay. That reminds me, we've got a poll running, haven't we?
You got a runny poll?
Yeah, we've got a poll running. We've got a poll running. Okay. Shall we move on then?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Move on. Okay. Yeah. There is a lot of slides, but we're not going to get them done. Again.
Well, that's your fault.
Sorry. It was Dr. Watt, wasn't it?
That's my fault.
It's the cope session.
You didn't show enough slides, Round. That's the problem.
It was the cope session for Dr. Watt. I feel that we won't be talking about Dr. Watt for a long time.
Doubt it.
Okay. We'll do the poll right at the end, folks. So if you've not voted, please vote if you're able to. Okay.
Press 1 for Brown's Ronnie poll.
And finally, who's this Joker?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not doing spoilers, Ian. Okay.
No.
If that's okay, because I'm still umming and ahhing about going to say. Disclosure Day confirms Spielberg has lost his spark. The screenplay, full of logic holes, mildly entertaining, but ultimately disappointing.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I was, I'm a huge Spielberg fan. Even the way he directed it seemed very pedestrian. There were some nice shots in there. He had some well composed frames when people are talking and stuff like that. But it wasn't enough to save the movie. The movie was too long. It shouldn't have been that long at all. There were some really big logic holes in there, like why wouldn't this person do this and why did this person do that, and and they were just chucking everything in but the kitchen sink, and it just wasn't good, in my opinion. It wasn't good at all. I was very disappointed when I left the cinema, and I think a lot of other people in the cinema was disappointed as well, because it was quite full, so they were all humming and ahhing when they left. Not even John Williams' music was any good either. John Williams' music was terrible.
Wow. What?
Well, he's like 100. I mean, I guess that's what happens when they're both of them are like 80 and 90 something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, there's it's just like Tarantino is always saying that at some point maybe you gotta hang up your shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
So does that spell trouble for Spaceballs too?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, no.
Absolutely. Because some of the CGI was really crap in there for the animals and stuff.
No.
It just go like, what, and again, right, I'm so disappointed because I thought Spielberg had more in the gas tank, but he obviously doesn't. So anyway.
Well, is it just that, or will Hollywood not let him make a really good movie like he used to?
I think he's lost it because, as I said, right, if you watch his other movies, they're full of flair. Even that stupid West Side Story, his direction was absolutely fucking on point. In this one, it was just, I don't know, I think he just lost the spark on this one.
Well, it's like Scorsese and Ridley and all the others. They've just become too bloated. No one's there to say no. Their sort of thirst, their want to create art, it has kind of gone corporate. I just think they're just a victim of their own success. It's like, well, you don't really have to try that much anymore. You've got no one to impress. You've done it all.
But the most disappointing thing about this film is the actual screenplay itself. The screenplay is terrible. Things happen and you're like, why is that happening? And why didn't they do this? And why didn't they do that?
Right.
They're right there. Why didn't they do this? You'll see what I mean if you go to see it. Look, I love Spielberg. I think Spielberg's a freaking genius, right, when it comes to filmmaking. But as Poppy says, do you know what I mean? They're people of age now, and their spark has gone, basically.
Night Ashen. Here you go, Side Feet Legend. Yeah, sorry. Side Feet Legend Ranch. Spielberg has fuck you money and he can make anything he wants. He's gone full retard.
Yeah, but he still has fuck you friends and he can't do whatever he wants if he wants to keep his status in his social circle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not true, because if look, Spielberg's got all the money in the world, he can turn around and say fuck you Hollywood and make anything he wants, but he always seems to make a film connected with Hollywood and getting money from Hollywood to make his movies when he really doesn't need them, as I'm saying. So I think Ister's right. He's definitely well in the fold of this Hollywood kind of stuff.
And smart filmmakers never use their own money. Isn't that sort of that's the rule, right?
And it's true, but he's got money beyond, right? So he can use his own money. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and it wouldn't even affect him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even affect him. So,
but he wouldn't get invited to all the cool dinner parties after.
Absolutely.
So he's not going to fuck off Hollywood. Yeah.
That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah.
I used to get invited to cocktail parties.
Cock,
No, I
yes.
started again with the cock. No, but I did used to get invited to industry networking events, and now I don't get invited anymore. It's true.
Say cock parties.
Well, see, I thought I was attending cocktail parties, and it turned out they were cock parties, so I'm no longer invited.
Emily Blunt was. Sorry, go ahead. Go on.
Full of Botox.
No, she's probably the best thing about it, Emily Blunt. But again, right, the whole thing doesn't ring true with me at all. It wasn't believable. The things that happened in there just happened. You're like, why? As I said, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. You people might disagree with me. It is entertaining. It isn't great entertainment, but it is entertaining. But ultimately, there's loads of plot holes, there's loads of logic holes, and it was disappointing.
Yeah, Coppola, that's another one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, was Spielberg trying to make this too long? Was he sitting on this? Was this sort of like his white whale that he just spent too much time thinking about it?
One of my friends that I was with watched it with me. He said that it seems like the person who wrote this is too old to understand things like the cloud and modern day stuff. Do you know what I mean? He's got all these files. It's like, well, why do you stick it on the cloud kind of thing? But
there you go. Amelia Bedelia Ranch. I think I'm being picked up here. Hello, Amelia. She's Asian, for pity's sake. Not everything is Botox.
You tell him.
She doesn't look like she's got Botox, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, her face doesn't move. She's lovely.
No, it does move.
Well,
it does move.
No, well, listen, Botox isn't permanent. It only lasts a few months, and she certainly has been out and about showing signs of not so much aging, but of procedures. But that doesn't mean that she's showing it in the film.
Okay. So, Ian.
Yeah.
Ultimately, what are you saying about this movie?
I'm saying it's disappointing. Go and see it if you want, but personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I think you should wait till it comes on streaming to watch it, because even when I saw it in a cinema, I felt it wasn't a cinema experience. If you watch Close Encounters, you got that huge UFO and there's sweeping land shots and stuff like that. That is cinematic, But this film, it seems like it just came across as a TV thing. That's what it came across to me.
I think Spielberg could have afforded to use models and make it look good, like he did back in the day. Yeah, I think because that's showing signs of a comeback. And I think reliance on CGI these days, really, when he's got the money, the time, the ability to do it practically, I think would have been much more effective. I haven't seen it yet. I really want to, I wanted to see it.
It just focuses on the humans. It doesn't focus on any of the aliens or the ships or anything like that. It focuses on the humans. Only towards the ending do you get to see some of that stuff. And let me say, some of it. Not all of it. So,
were there a bunch of Christians crying as they were leaving the theater?
No, I don't understand that thing about Spielberg, because it didn't do anything. I mean, there was a mentioned, one nun says, "What do you think? Do you think the Bible's wrong by admitting that there's other alien beings out there in the universe?" And one of the nuns says, no. She says, because in the Bible, it refers to Earth. It refers to us on Earth. It doesn't refer to the universe. So it doesn't really matter. And they all agree. And that's it. They weren't slagging off Christianity or anything like that. So I don't know where that came from at all.
Okay.
So it's weird.
Okay. We've had a poll running, folks. I've closed it because it wouldn't have made any difference. Poll complete, 106 votes, which is just amazing, folks. Which has fallen the greatest? So third place, Star Trek, 13%. Runner up, Star Wars, 35. That's 35%. And the winner or loser, Dr. Watts, 52. That's 5-2. Wow.
Yeah. Well, you know what? No matter which side of the fandom in Dr. Watts you fall on, everyone has lost.
Yeah.
Everyone has
everybody.
And it's all
but we still have it.
Tosser.
We still have Alien Earth. That saved the Alien franchise.
Yeah. Seriously, it's all a waste of time. All of it.
Oh well, we need to get a GoFundMe for Ian to do Dr. Last Christmas special.
I'm going to see Masters of the Universe tomorrow. Is that good or is there?
I haven't seen it.
Awful movie.
Not good.
Not good.
Woke is all get out.
Oh geez.
You should go and see Obsession. That's really good.
I've heard that's good. What's that
Yeah,
about?
that was quite good.
It's about Perfume by Calvin Klein. That's what it's about. Okay.
Just go and see it. It's a horror. So
yeah.
Okay. On 2 hours, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. That's it, everybody. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats. Just magnificent numbers for a Wednesday today, folks. We've got a super chat coming in at the death. Should we do it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sorry, chat moved up by me. Yeah, we're going to be raiding Wayfarer, talking Excalibur straight afterwards, folks. Mega Spider-Man, Wrench, Duero, cheers, my friend. Fave Elton John and Lou Reed songs, not together.
I didn't know they made a song together. Yeah.
Can you imagine? I like the even better than the real thing with Marcella Detroit. I have to say, it's got to be what's the I'm Still Dancing.
I'm Still Standing. That's the best one.
It's been many years since I heard it.
Lou Reed is Perfect Day.
Perfect Day is brilliant.
And then Emily Blunt, my favorite Emily Blunt is Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Sunday Morning is another good. For me, I love Lou Reed. I love.
But if I had to give a movie with Emily Blunt, then Edge of Tomorrow, or in your, I think you call it Live, Die, Repeat, or something.
Yeah.
I think Elton John's my favorite Elton John song is Tiny Dancer. I think that's really good.
But for me, I prefer the Velvets.
Emily Blunt in that Edge of Tomorrow movie, it's a combination of her looking good, but also the role is good and her acting is good. So it's really the trifecta there.
I think she was really good in Adjustment Bureau. I really like that film, Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah, but the film is not. The film has pacing issues. My favorite Elton John song growing up, it was Benny and the Jets.
Yeah, I like that one.
Sort of became Philadelphia Freedom, but man, he has so many really magnificent catalog of songs. It's hard to choose, but.
Iska, do you know Benny and the Jets was not recorded in front of an audience?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a fake live song. Yeah.
Yes, it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah, but it's a good song though.
Yeah.
Ruin?
I don't really like it.
No.
Elton John.
He's a bit cheesy. Songs. He's cheesy. Sorry, go on.
No, I look, great catalogue as was said, but I happen to know Keir Starmer's favourite Elton John song.
Which is
Tiny Penis.
There you go.
Elton John, I just want to say this quickly before we leave, that he's one of those artists that I rate him musically. I think that he's brilliant on piano and he's a good musician and singer. But at the same time, a lot of his stuff is kind of cheesy, and I wouldn't listen to it all the time. Like, I respect him, but I don't need to listen to him every second, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay. That is it then. Okay, so...
Let's end with that.
No, we've got something far better.
What's that?
Purple Vein, isn't it?
No.
Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you. I've said this, I'll say it again. Chat, you are wonderful for the supers, interaction, comments, just everything. Fantastic numbers tonight. You know what you need to do. Press buttons afterwards. If you could share on your socials, might be an idea. See if we can get some good traction going. So, chat, you are the best. We will see you next time. Let's get the guests up. Yeah, here we go. Laggy. Miss Paralyze. Cheers, Miss Paralyze. Emperor Kipler. Cheers, Swappers.
Cheers, Bruno. Cheers to the chat. Yeah, see you at the weekend.
We will. Istar Phobos, cheers, my friend.
No worries. Good fun. Thanks.
Absolutely brilliant to have Problem being back. Cheers, Probby.
Sorry for all the waffle. I get really passionate, okay? Don't blame me.
There you go. We need you on more often, mate.
No, you don't.
And we liked your house buddy. He was really good.
He's funny. He's really funny.
Mega Geek, cheers.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Price of steroids, cock.
Well, nice being here.
The master of the understatement as well.
I love that. I love that avatar. I pay $69.99.
Okay, I think that's it then, Ruin. You know what you need to do then, yes?
I know what I need to do. Get my clothes off, get my camera on, and let's get busy.
Okay, are you going full screen?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Look, I only ask for one thing. You all need to join me in the chorus, even you, Mega Geek. Okay?
I will say, Ruin, thanks for popping on, mate.
It's okay. You know, look, I'm. It's not my ball bag, is it, Doctor Who and Star Trek? But I enjoy talking shit with you guys. Anyway, let's do it. Here we go. I never meant to cause the fans any sorrow. I never meant to cause the fans any pain. Yeah. I only wanted one time to see Luke dying. I only want to shaft the fans with Liam Neeson's purple vein. Purple vein, come on, purple vein. Purple vein, purple vein. Purple vein, purple vein. I only want to shaft the fans with Leeson's purple vein. There we go. Shove that one up your arse.
Ouch.